I greet you all, my fellow Ugandans, my fellow Africans. To react on the situation that is happening in Uganda, we have the issue at hand, the issue of terrorism. It's not only the issue of terrorism, problems are interwoven. That when you don't take something serious, it costs or it causes other problems. When there is bad leadership leads to a lot of things. It creates insecurity gaps within the community, within the country. It creates corruption within security institutions that we are unable to defend ourselves. It creates a lot of things. It creates sectarianism. It creates tribalism. It creates a lot of things that with bad leadership, expect anything. But what should we do as Ugandans in this situation? I have 2 points to put across. Nehru is the one who prayed that, "Oh God, give me the serenity to accept what I cannot change. The courage to change what I can, and the wisdom to know the difference." We need to accept the situation. We need to accept what is happening. We should not panic. We should not fear, but embrace it that it has happened. This is fate. Fate to those ones who have died, fate to the government, and fate to all Ugandans. Whatever has happened, we have seen them, and it is not the only country which has suffered terrorism. Many countries are suffering. That's why I've come to speak. You people, you better live in Uganda than living in Democratic Republic of Congo. You better live in Uganda than living in Somalia. You see what is happening in Ethiopia, Nigeria, Boko Haram. That Africa is full of conflicts and insecurities. It's not only Africa, it is not only Uganda. Which means when we are facing this challenge, we should know where Africa is standing as Africans. There I come to the point. The first point is unity for Africa. Museveni and his age mates and other presidents, you will not convince us that you are leaders if you are still valuing the individual strengths or the individual capability to rule the country without advocating for unity. African unity is the one which can solve this problem of terrorism, of conflicts. Yes, this is the only solution. If America is united, Chinese united, UAE united, Indians united, then we are Africans. Instead, we are fighting each other, we are killing each other. This is a big issue. African Union is there just like a shadow. You have an idea, but you don't want to implement. You have an idea of unity. East African Community failed. ECOWAS failed. Because you people, you want to remain in power. You want to be the president controlling one nation, which is insecure. You can't defend yourself from these superpower countries. You can't defend yourself from terrorism. Because you are not united. We need to be united, my dear. Africans need unity. Leave the issue of regional ethnicity differences, difference in religions. Leave around those issues. We need unity until we cooperate and fight one enemy, the enemy of conflict. Who is bringing guns in Africa? Yet Africans are poor. Why are our presidents investing much in security, yet our countries are not secure? Are not secure. Who is sponsoring them? Then we need to know the source of the problem. Unity first. The rest will come later. Then even unity has a lot of benefits, but I don't know what is in the heads of our leaders. I don't know what they are thinking about. We are not uniting. Why can't we unite, you people? If we unite the military, we unite the economy, we remove borders. That's when security will be tight. We tighten only the cost line. What else? Then this one that takes me to another point. The cause of terrorism. If you search properly, the cause of terrorism is faith, extremism. Extremists are causing terrorism. Somebody to blast himself just because he wants to go to Jannah. That's terrible. Having a faith of another world, which is imaginary, which is not there, which is not even real. Nobody will ever go to heaven and come back to tell you that there is heaven. Sorry to challenge your faith, but I don't see why there is religions and you abandoned your own religion. Africans have no religion. Yes. There is no historical, culturally. You have foreign religions. And these foreign religions are imparting their doctrines within the people to the extent of killing themselves, to the extent of causing the cost on other lives. If we understand the problem that is religion, then why do you identify yourself with religions? If you are to pray to God, to Allah, to who, pray. There is no need of identification. Now for me here, do I look? Can you take me to any other religion? No. Okay. Stop identifying. Stop going to these places to pray. You pray in your own room. Even that's what Jesus said. If you want to pray, pray in your own room. God will listen to you there. Stop identifying, dressing differently. That is a hypocrisy. Why do you want to dress differently? Putting on something to identify you. For mama, I'm a Christian. For mama, I'm a Muslim. Why do you want to identify yourself? Yet it is the same thing. You are at one point you are exposing yourself to terrorism. Another thing you are another group, which is the terrorist group, is it easy to identify you. Therefore, we need to inculcate the peaceful measures to avoid the attacks. Okay? You people, we better learn how to handle some theologies, some doctrines which they bring to us, some ideologies they bring to us. We live our own ideologies, we live our own cultures, we live our own religions, we live our own identity, just to embrace other people's identity, only to find we are attacking ourselves. We better look into this issue of religion, because now Africa is separated halfway. South Christians, North Muslims. We need unity. Okay? We need unity. We should see our brothers. We should There is no need of hatred. And this is also affecting African unity. It is really affecting. It is affecting so much. Let's embrace things which are going to help us. Embrace unity, embrace business, embrace creativity. But the issue of fighting for power, fighting for something that takes people's lives, yet the resources we have are enough to cater for all Africans. Africans were still very few people compared to what African can feed. Only 1.5 billion people in the whole continent? Very few people. We need to advise other means of security, but unity first. That's when we can embark on developing each other. Thank you very much. Hope this message will reach people who are concerned. Thank you. May the souls of those ones who have been affected rest in peace, and may you have courage to face these challenging moments. Thank you very much.